Um, Becca just talked about the resolve, and can you talk about that, please? And then also, what does this win say about your team in terms of overall pushing back and being physical? It's a team that's very physical.
Well, I'll start with your second question. I thought that, I looked and saw 11 second chance points and Valkyries had zero. And to me, that's a stat that sticks out because they've owned us on the boards and especially in that category. So second chance points to me is an indicator of like our energy, crashing and coming up with these possessions that we always talk about, the 50-50 balls and the ones that we hadn't been getting. So um, to be a team like the Valkyries who presents physicality at every position, you have to match or exceed that physicality. And I thought that there are portions of the game where we did that consistently, and the resolve of this team is strong. We need this break. And it's clear and evident, but we were pushing through a lot of mental and physical things. And I think, to be able to win against a team who has played very strong this season, and especially against us, shows that no matter how the game looks, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, I think we've won in a variety of ways this year, and we got to continue to build on that.
Hey, Coach. So you talked a lot before the game about transferring energy. How do you feel like your team did that today? And just where was the positive energy coming from?
I started with yesterday. I think we had some really good energy and focus in our preparation. We touched on it again before the game, and I felt how we started the game, good or bad. I just thought that our energy never felt anything but positive. And then again, our athletes coming into the game, transferring positive energy. We got some good minutes from Lexi, some strong minutes from AC and Tiff. And I think that kind of permeated within the group. And throughout the game, just going to the huddles, the energy felt connected and strong. And again, the resiliency and resolve was always felt strong as well. So again, it's a choice. What type of energy you want to bring to the environment. I thought everyone chose correctly today.
Coach, obviously this is a low scoring affair. How big was Erica's fourth quarter? I mean, the nice little third quarter, 8-0 run to begin, and then the tough and one at the end. Just obviously we know what she can bring, but just how critical in a game like this was her effort in that third.
Yeah, we opened it up a little bit with post buckets. And I think that those were some shots that she passed up early in the first half. And E, as well as everyone on our team, has a responsibility to take open shots, especially how we play and how we want to create for one another. It's important that the team knows that. And I thought in the second half, she shifted her thinking to making sure she was responsible for doing her job in that way. And there are big, crucial buckets. We haven't we rely on 3-point efficiency, and sometimes when that drops, it's impactful. But to see a few of those go through, and then again the physicality to get the and one, that gave us the boost that we needed to sustain within that third.
Coach back in the room today. I was wondering if you could speak to your decision to keep Dom out of this game and limit her to 3 minutes of the last game, if that's matchup or if it's anything else.
Yeah, I think today more matchup than anything. When we have gone with a bigger lineup, I'm not sure that we've maximized our post ups and really honed in on how we can create advantages with their disadvantages. So today, Xander Lucini and Salon, pardon me if I pronounce those wrong, they're guards who are playing the forward position. And so NECA was rolling today. Ezzy has been trending greatly, and her rebounding was so huge today. So that was kind of the decision, just the matchups and where we were within the game. I missed my window.
Hey, Coach. So 6 points allowed in the final 6:38. What do you think kind of flipped, or what was kind of there all game from you guys on defense to hang your hat on and get this win?
Yeah, a couple of those were kind of fouling and we need to have some foul discipline. Hayes being off the floor, I think really impacted because she was so huge last game for them. But also I would point to our physicality. I think that we were able to kind of adjust to some of their actions. We switched up our coverages a little bit, but for the most part, we were staying in place. We were rebounded. They didn't get a lot of extra possessions or, and ones or easy ones around the rim because we tried to keep our bigs and our bigs and our guards on our guards. And the communication was very high. And I think there's just a complete team effort to make sure every action was being covered.
Going into the All-Star break, will you be using it as a break? Or will you be kind of using it to game plan? If so, either way, what is your kind of plan for the All-Star break?
Yeah, thanks for asking. You guys, I know you don't know me a lot, but probably know portions of me is my mind is always thinking about what's next. I will go home for a little bit, and then I'm going to go to Indiana to support our All Stars and E in the skills competition as well. But spending a little bit time with some family before I head over, so I will definitely recharge. But we got Dallas, and actually, I think taking this break to kind of look at us and break down where we can be better and only one day to prepare for the next opponent. So I think I, as well as our staff and our team, just really needs to plug the charger in right now. And this is, it's coming at a good time for us to do so.
Final question, we'll go to Brendan.
Hey, Coach. Lexi Brown, 6 points in 13 minutes. Can you kind of talk about what you saw from her today? And it seems like she's played that kind of minutes against Valkyries. Is
Yeah.
that a matchup thing as well?
Correct. And yeah, good energy transferred, honestly, with Lexi. I thought she had a good day yesterday. And had an opportunity to get back in the groove a little bit with practice and get some reps. And yeah, I thought that she's played well against the Valkyries before, and giving us an opportunity to put a shooter on the floor, especially when they go zone, and especially because they show a heavy nail and then just are in gaps, and their defense is very, very compact. So when you put a shooter on the floor like that, you have to honor that. And if you don't, she's able to do what she did and knock a few down. And then for me with Lexi, it's always defensively. Though she can shoot it at a high clip, we have to make sure the defense is on point. And I thought she was sharp in that area today too. So yeah, definitely a matchup thing.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.